Good morning, garden lovers. Today is a little tough because I lost my pup yesterday. He was hit by a car. Jace, I think you guys know Jace. He made it through the fence and he ended up on the auto route, you know, that huge auto route behind my house. And we found him there. He had been hit by a car. We brought him back and he will be buried here along with our other pups that had passed away from old age. Jace was not even 3 yet. So today's video is about creating those paths that I was talking about, the wood paths. I'm going to show you a bit how it's getting done. Yesterday I didn't sleep. I was sick to my stomach with guilt. Anyhow, my garden buddy's gone. He was just so small. So I don't want this to be a sad video because I don't want this to be a sad video. I'm having trouble wanting to continue my garden because Jason was such a big part of the garden. But I will continue. And so yeah. I thought I'd let you guys know that you won't be seeing Jason anymore in my videos. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what's going on in my yard.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of cards, she says, hey man, there were just too many days. When our good intentions only got in the way. And I almost never know what I should say. Maybe nothing nowhere ever was that okay.
All right. So let's back up. All right, so this is it. It's done. Now all I need to do is fill all of this in with rock, finish some edging here. Got to finish both sides. That's the first one, and this is the second one. There. Awesome, awesome job. Just a nice step up. Beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So it's a few days later, and just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. I have some things I'm doing in the garden here, and as I mentioned in the video, our little Jace is gone. He was hit by a car on that freeway right back there. And yesterday, my old pup that's, it was gonna be 17, my old little pup, we had to have him euthanized. So that's 2 dogs in just a few days that we lost. I'm gonna show you where they will be laid to rest. So back here we have our junipers. I have my Samu that was buried here, which this will become part of the garden, and I'm going to have a plaque for him. This is his juniper. I'll back up a bit. Then I have Valentine that's here. They both were 16. My little Shih Tzu. Sam was a mix of Shih Tzu and Bichon, and so was Buddy Boo. This is where we're laying Jace. Jace is already in the ground, and we did our prayers, and this is his juniper, and this is going to be where little Bud will be. Bud is, my husband set up a little altar over there, and you know, for just a day or two, keeping him with us before we set him in the ground. So this is going to be Buddy Boo, Jace, Samu, and Valentine, all around our 3 junipers right here. This has been the toughest week because the first pup was just a shock. Bud, we knew he was going because he was getting old, and we were already planning on making a move, right? Because he was blind, he's bumping into everything, he couldn't hear anything, and he was having seizures. So it was time for him to go, so we knew and understood that it was time, but it's still sad, of course. But for Jace, it was just a shock. I was completely sick. When I found out, I was physically ill, shaking, I had an anxiety panic attack, just all the nasties. I slept from 6 at night to the next day. It was just the worst. All I keep thinking is, how am I going to continue my garden without my garden buddy? But in Jace's honor, I will continue, of course, my garden. And he's here, at least he's here in spirit with us. And I'm happy that we could get, you know, we found his body, that his body wasn't just discarded, and that we found his body and brought him home with us. So if we get back to the garden, guys, this is done as I showed you earlier. This is done. What I'm doing today is I'm going to take these rocks out. I'm going to dig up a little mini trench here on the side, and I'm going to add some gravel. Although this is treated wood, I still want to give it a chance by not having any dirt sitting and being muddy on the side here. The sides is all wood. So at least there's going to be better drainage with the rock, the gravel here. So I'm going to do the gravel all on the side. Same thing here. Here I'm planning on putting some sort of water feature, because you don't, you know, create something and, you know, it just looks like we're at the end of a dock, right? So we're doing that, and this here, these are gonna be my 2 paths that are gonna follow from here to over there, and I'm gonna just raise it a bit, and I don't know how I'm gonna do the path, what it'll be, mulch or whatnot, but there's 2 paths. There's one going that way, which here is going to be where the children are going to play, my grandkids. I'm getting a swing installed, wooden swing, and we're gonna have an area for them to play in the sandbox, and a little table for them between the junipers here. On this side, see, it's gonna be the same thing. This is going that way, this is going that way. So this is gonna lead to our pool. We have a fairly small pool, 10-foot pool, that we just set up every year. It's nothing permanent, but it's awesome for when you're gardening and it's really hot. And yeah. Here, this mound here is being created slowly but surely. This was a tree stump that I'm just backfilling. And this is the magnolia. I finally planted this magnolia here. It's my daughter who got this for me for Mother's Day. It's a Royal Star magnolia. I have 2 other magnolias, as you know, out in the front. Oof. I already planted some of the poppies that were growing, that I started growing over there in my grid. For those who know, I made a grid back there with a whole bunch of plants. If you don't know what that grid is, you can go check out the video. Yeah, and everything's growing pretty nicely. Another thing that I got was these here. Because the reason why I got these is because See my path here? See, as the path, this is a little too high. So I want to create one light step up onto the, what am I going to call this? This is like not a runway. It almost looks like a runway. The deck, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side also, where you step down. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Some of these grew from seed. What's this called again? I grew this in the house, Farina. So from seed, and I just planted those there. I have a whole bunch more to plant, a whole bunch more here that I started either from seed or that I got those little plugs at the nursery. It's a rainy day today, so lots of rain today. I still have decisions to make on if I'm keeping that color. I'm not sure. I'm thinking, oh, check out my trees. Look at how beautiful they're blooming. Look at this here. These are these crab apples. And I have the other one back here. Oh, this one's coming along. These are going to open soon. But this one's, wow. It's all wet. You're all wet. Just beautiful. I have the other one over there too. One of our next steps is to fix the roofing here. That'll be in maybe 2 weeks or something. We'll have the roof done there. Oh, and I also got this here. Got some astilbes. I didn't notice, I grabbed this one, didn't notice how it was kind of funky and dried on the, I don't know, maybe it just got a little dry and it should be fine. But I got a white one, a pink one, and a darker, they look red, but they're pink here. I don't know, they might be red. Oh, and I absolutely love these. So these are the Jack of Diamonds, these are the bigger leaf. This one is it's Queen of Hearts, sorry. These are, what do you call these? The what is that? Brunera Jack of Diamonds and Brunera Queen of Hearts. Love this, absolutely beautiful. Oh, and I also got an obelisk, which I'll probably be putting something, I don't know what I'll be putting on that. Maybe clematis or something. I planted also some other stuff here. What did I plant here? I know that back there I have some sunflowers, huge red ones, red and orange or something like that. But these here are growing, what is it that I planted? Oh, I planted some sort of bulb. Oh, more coming out over there. Ooh, they're pretty quick. My smoke bush is doing good. And my potatoes also. And of course my grid. Look at the grid. Filled with different plants and also filled with, some of them are weeds of course. But the grid is, oh, the grid is going. Grid is going. We got some stuff here. I gotta start planting these. I already started. These are the poppies, some of the poppies. I got mother of pearl and some amazing gray here. I gotta plant that. All right, guys. I'm gonna get working.
With only hearts.
All right, so let me show you what I did. Okay. I'm not sure we do that like that. The rocks, I don't know when to do that. But anyhow, so this is what I did. And the reason again is because I don't want the dirt to be sticking to the sides. So having rock there should help with drainage. Both sides. There's just not enough here. I need to level it out, level out the dirt. Oh, look how pretty this is. I love it when they do that. And they're filled with water, and then little bugs can come in and drink. They can come have a nice sip of water. Of course, my battery ran out on my camera, so I continued on, and here's where I'm at. Okay, so I filled this up, and I'm realizing I'm going to add some river rock, just more like this, just to clean it up and, you know, make a nicer edge. And I'm probably going to also I was thinking of putting some flower boxes to create some little edges here. Maybe not here, because this is going to keep growing. But maybe no flower boxes there, because I have my Gaillardia that's coming over here. All right. I also continued on over here where I started planting. Just wanted to show you a few things I planted. I picked this up from back there and brought it over here. I'm just adding some bigger river rock over here. It's not the same size as there, as you see. And I planted some thyme here. I went to get some sedum and transferred it over here. And yeah, I'm kind of doing this little area. Oh, and I did a cute little box here. In my box here, these were the little, I have to deadhead them because, you know, it's not looking its best right now. It rained and I need to deadhead. So yeah, this is what I had planted. Remember, I got those little plugs, and I had planted this, I kept it downstairs under my grow lights. And here, I think this is some vinca that I added over here. I think that's vinca. Anywho, still going through some of my seeds also. This whole area is going to be, well, see how that was like over there, where I had the grid, where I had that whole grid here. Well, I still have it here. This whole grid here is still filled with all the perennials. And I'm going to go and pick some and bring it over there. Of course, I'm not going to keep all of this, but I'm going to grab a lot of it and bring it over there. And this was like, we could see that's like an incubator. So I'm going to let them grow up over here, and then eventually I'll pick and choose and start making things make sense. Because right now it's going to be a mishmash of a whole bunch of perennials just growing here, so that I see how everything grows and understand, and then I can do nice arrangements from them. But we'll just let them grow here and, you know, turn into adults and give me some flowers. And perennials, of course, we all know they come back every year. So that's what I'm doing for that. I've got lots more work to do, but look at the garden, guys. Everything is starting to be so colorful. I am so happy that I'm getting this done. And look at that. I just love it. I love it. So I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Till then, keep gardening.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all over the yard. In this house of